Now this is the way it comes from the factory, and it's got a real nice coat of paint on it, but that paint not only is here on the cutting edge, but the cutting edge isn't sharp. But let me show you the difference after you knock that paint off and then get that edge smooth and get a perfect 35-degree sharpened edge. Here in Florida, one thing we do a lot besides sweat is cut grass. We have a long growing season from April to about November, and we cut about 5 acres every week out here. We've got 2 zero-turn mowers that we own. We've got a loaner Kubota mower here from Parish Tractor, and we also have a couple of finish mowers and a couple of brush hogs. And one thing I'm constantly doing is sharpening mower blades. So I've been on a search for 8 years for the perfect blade that stays sharp, that I don't have to resharpen every week, and that will last at least the season. In over 8 years, I found one blade that I really love, but it doesn't really meet any of that criteria. Now, I've learned a lot about blades as I've experimented with different types. What we have here is the standard blade that comes with a Kubota mower, and it's a pretty good blade, but it doesn't hold an edge any better or any worse than any of the other blades. We have more of a low lift blade here. We have a high lift blade here. I'd call these Kubota blades about a medium lift. And then we have this, which is a swing away blade. And this is really good if you're gonna, in a place where there's a lot of rocks and you might hit some tree stumps or something, and these will swing away. And you would think it gives plenty of lift, but we found that these don't lift enough to give a clean cut. So you're gonna have to sacrifice something when it comes to blades, and one thing we don't wanna sacrifice is our cut. So our favorite blade out of all of these blades, plus some other blades I don't have here on hand because I've worn them out and thrown them away, is the Ballard Elite Gold blade. This blade right here is my favorite blade. This is my second set. I bought a set from Ballard Blades a year ago, and then I told Corey this is my favorite blade, so Corey sent me out a new set here to mow for this mowing season. And last year he introduced this blade, which is called the Machete blade. And let's turn the camera around and talk about the different types of blades for a minute. I'm going to try to make this explanation as simple as possible because I'm not an aerospace engineer. So let's put these blades in the order of which I think they provide lift. So these are the Ballard Blade Machete blades, and these go on our Yakta mower, and that's all based on the size of the hole for the spindle and then the length of the blade. But these were designed by Ballard last year, and what they give is relatively little lift. And what these were designed for was our sandy soil down here in Florida, or anybody's sandy soil, so that it gives some lift, but the blade lasts. And I'll show you where the blade wears here with all the dirt and the sand that we have in our soil that gets sucked up by the vacuum of the blade. Now, I personally don't think that much of this blade, and I told Corey that, and he said he's been getting rave reviews on it and that it's doing really good in sandy environments. But what I found was I'm not getting the lift. I'm not getting the lift because this airfoil here is really low, and also because the lift is being split by these channels right here. So it mows okay, but you got to have your mower deck really low, and if you want to do like a 2 or 3 inch cut, it's just not going to provide the vacuum for the lift. Now these are Kubota blades, and these I would say are medium lift. If I'm wrong, put a comment down there, but I know these are high lifts, and I know these were designed as low lifts. So as I look across the airfoil here, this one definitely seems to be about halfway between the low and the high. But these do a decent job. They're not that expensive through the Kubota dealer. And the main reason why I have Kubota blades is either they came with the mower or I can't get them from anybody else because of the spindle size. They have a really large spindle size, and Ballard Blades doesn't have a blade that fits our Kubota mower. But if you look at these, and these came off a mower with 7.9 hours. Now I'm going to stop right there because no one will believe me that those blades with that much wear came from a mower with 7.9 hours. But here's the mower dropped off from Parish Tractor a couple weeks ago for us to do a demo with, and I'll turn on the key and you can look at the hours. 7.9 hours, and we probably put 3 or 4 of those hours on it. And that's what I found was shocking about large acreage mowing, especially out here where we have a lot of sand in our soil and it gets sucked up into the mower deck. And that's that the blades would barely last the season. Now those Kubota blades, when he dropped off the mower, had 3 or 4 hours on them. I didn't really inspect them, but I knew that they weren't that dull, and I mowed 5 acres with them and they got dull, so I sharpened them. And then I did a 1 acre test with the blades after I sharpened them, and that's in a different video. And then I mowed our roadside, which might have a few sticks and stuff, but it's not like mowing in the woods. And they got completely dull again, so I sharpened them again. But not only did they get dull, but look at the amount of wear that they got. Now the grade of metal is going to dictate some of this, and I just don't know the grade of the metal. But on a mower, you're going to have one blade that always has more wear than the other, and that's the blade usually to the left, the farthest from the chute. And you look how thin that is worn out. So over here on the Machete, you can see it's kind of built different, but it's starting to get some thinning there where that airfoil is starting to bend up. But on this particular blade on that Kubota, it's probably got one more mowing job before this starts to crack. And when that starts to crack, this piece will actually separate and you'll just be left with like this 1 inch of the blade right there, because that is the weak point where that airfoil goes up. So let's digest that for a minute. I've got a brand new $16,000 mower that came with Kubota blades, which Kubota is quality from the mower to the spindles. Everything about Kubota is quality. It is not something you buy in a box store, and the blades won't even last the season. Let's say I've got 2 complete mowings out here. I've still got 4 to 5 more months of my mowing season. I'll go through that set of blades and then possibly go through a second set of blades if I continue to buy them from the manufacturer. And that brings me full circle to why I like these blades so much. First of all, just look at the thickness of them. So look at that blade, and now look at the Kubota blade, and these are the Machetes. And this blade didn't wear here. It may have wore here, but it didn't wear here. But look how thick these Gold Elite blades are. So you're going to have extra strength as you grind this down. This isn't going to wear. Now, the first set that I wore out wore right here, just like you would expect. But it took a full season of mowing and a little bit into the next season before this actually wore out, and it wore like a hole from here to here, but the fin never broke off, and that's when I changed them. And what I found is if you want healthy grass, you got to have sharp blades. And if you want sharp blades, then you're going to have to sharpen them and wear down your blades. And you just have to accept the fact that if you're mowing a lot of acreage and you want a good cut, lots of vacuum, that you're going to wear your blades out. And every mowing season, you're going to have to replace your blades. And I was stubborn. I didn't think that that was something that I should have to do. But now, after doing it for 8 years, I realized that I'd rather sacrifice and buy a new set of blades every season than to sacrifice my mowing quality or my cut quality. And just one note about those swing away blades. They are going to last basically forever because they have replaceable tips on them. And after mowing with them a little bit, they didn't really show that much wear, but they didn't have any lift. They're probably a good blade for some application, but for us, we need that lift, and we're willing to accept the fact that that extra lift is bringing up more sand, wearing out our blade, wearing out our mower deck, because we want a quality cut. If you're interested in a set of Elite Gold blades or any product from Ballard, Corey extends a discount code to all Piney Grove viewers. So check out the description below. You'll see the code, and you'll also see the link to Ballard. And if you don't need blades, check out their scraper. This thing is the real deal. Makes it so easy to scrape your mower deck, especially with that T-handle. Saves you from busting your knuckles, and I just love this tool. Check it out. So the Gold Elite blade from Ballard is my go-to blade, but that doesn't mean it comes from the factory ready to use. And there's some debate out there whether to sharpen a new blade or not, and I'm going to show you why you need to sharpen your new blades, no matter where they came from. So here's all the blades we've been talking about, and all of them have been sharpened with this very inexpensive sharpener that your grinder attaches to right here, and then it keeps a perfect angle. But we've got 35-degree angles on all these blades, and that's the recommendation. So you can see the setting up under there. I've got that little pointer set at 35 degrees. Keeps all my blades the same, and that is the best angle for cutting. So let's swing this out of the way and take a close look at this blade that hasn't been sharpened. Now this is the way it comes from the factory, and it's got a real nice coat of paint on it, and that really helps with moving the grass along until that paint wears out. But that paint not only is here on the cutting edge, but the cutting edge isn't sharp. And you don't want a razor sharp cutting edge because then it'll just get dull real quick. But you want a 35-degree edge in metal all the way down to here. Now this will cut. I mean, it's probably still better than most people's blades on their mower after just one mowing. But let me show you the difference after you knock that paint off and then get that edge smooth and get a perfect 35-degree sharpened edge. So you can see the point is a lot sharper. Everything about the blade says that it will cut better. When you have a blade that's sharp, it goes through the grass more efficiently. It's less strain on your engine, and it's just overall better for your mower and your grass. So that's a pretty sharp edge right there. I don't think it'll slice tomatoes, but this right here is a dull edge. But that's going to wrap it up. It's just one man's opinion, but I've been through a lot of blades. I've cut a lot of grass, and I think the Ballard Gold Elite is the best blade out there. You might want to check them out for yourself. That'll do it, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.